Thursday morning, and I'm a part of an accountability group called Living from Vision Board and Beyond, Get It Done in 90. And so look that up on Facebook if you're looking for an amazing group full of women that are going to hold you accountable. And our fearless coach, her name is Erica Coleman. So she gave me an assignment, and I'm going to use Periscope to get it done. So you guys get to be my guinea pigs, or you guys get to get some free benefits of just some of the things that I've been learning. So she challenged me to go online and do a quick pop-up class talking about affirmations, my understanding of it, how the effectiveness of affirmations in my own life. So I'm going to share with you guys. And then of course I'll save the video so I can edit, put it on my YouTube and all that stuff. So my name is Nicole Lawson, and I'm a multimedia artist and mompreneur. I'm actually headed right now to set. This is my second day filming a new movie. It's a blackout set, so I can't say exactly what it is. Background talent, so pretty much an extra, but I'll give you a cool, quick little affirmation tidbit about that. Whenever I get an opportunity, small, big, whatever, I always make sure that I write out and I say what my ask is, because your affirmation is it's an ask. It's one big ask. What do you want what do you want in your life? What do you want out of whatever the situation is? What do you want in your finances? Whatever, those are your affirmations. And we actually all do them and say them all the time, whether you're conscious about it or not. We all say and we all put out affirmations and get them back. So anyway, when it comes to this movie that I'm working on right now, when I found out that I was going to be, working in it, doing some background stuff, a bunch of movement and whatever else, I kind of wrote down what I wanted to see come out of that, and I spoke my affirmations. I write it and I speak it, and those are two really important components of your affirmations. It starts here, comes out of here, but you also need to write it down. You write that down, you put it on paper, you make that shit real. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. No shortcut. You got to do that. Make it over. So anyway, so I wrote out what I wanted to see happen when it came to my relationship with producers there, with associate producers, directors. I don't know the correct titles for all that stuff. I just stay in my lane, which is singing and acting. But I said, anytime I'm on set, no matter what the part is, I want to make sure that I make a great impression. I want to make sure that I'm learning as much as I can. I went to school for music. I didn't go to school for theater, arts, and acting. So my school is whenever I'm working. So I put that in the atmosphere, and I always say something like, this is going to be a door opener for me. Something else is going to come from this. So I was only supposed to be working for one day. Hey, in Russia, what's going on? I'm in USA, and I'm in Oklahoma, although I am from New Jersey. So New Jersey stands up. So anyway, 108B Lindsay. So I was there. It was supposed to be just one day, which was yesterday, a couple of hours. I wound up staying all day. That's cool. That's more money, which, the money's going to come regardless. If that's your intention, that's definitely mine. But what more importantly for me was I wanted to make a good impression. I wanted to create some new connections, and I wanted my role to be bigger. I wanted to stand out. Anytime you get an opportunity to get in there, I want to make sure that I get some face time and I'm able to do something to make an impression for the people who are going to be watching the film, and then also for the people who are making more films. I want them to remember me and be like, we like that one thing she did. I want her to do something else. So anyway, while I was there working, one of the producers, he liked the sound of my voice during one of the scenes where we had to scream or something. So again, I'm a singer, so maybe that had something to do with it. So he asked me if I would stay and just record some screams. That's cool. So a little bit more work for me, a little bit more prominence, a little bit more face time for me. That gave me a feature. So that boosts, several things for me. It gives me more time in the screen to make a little bit of an impact. Excited about that. That came from an affirmation. I went there with the intention of making an impression, of increasing and expanding whatever my role is every time, and also being able to make myself, memorable. I want to get called back. So when I got home and I was taking care of, all the mommy stuff and the home duties and all that stuff, I didn't think about it anymore. It was done. I put all that good stuff in the atmosphere about it and left it alone. I get an email from one of the agents saying, hey, there's an opportunity to film a second day. Do you want to go back? So cool. I get to come back. I got called back a second day. So this is another day of work for me on the film. That means I'll be in it a little bit more. And of course, that increases my income. So I never worry about the end game or end goal of what I want, because when I put those intentions in the air, when I put those affirmations, which is my ask in the air, it always comes back to me. So what I wanted to share with you guys about affirmations is, once again, an affirmation is simply an ask. You are asking. We do it all the time. One movie that I would suggest that you watch is a movie called The Secret. It completely changed my life. And it's kind of like, if you're a Christian and you read the Bible or whatever other thing you subscribe to, if you have any type of like, sacred ritual, religion, whatever, you have to go back and you do it again and again and again. If you go to church, you go every Sunday. If you're in network marketing, you go to all the big meetings. Why? Because you have to keep continually exposing yourself to, those tools and those things that you want to create the life and, the spirit and everything else that you want. So it's like that with everything. So it's like that with affirmations. That movie is an amazing tool. That movie, The Secret, you can watch it on, I think, Netflix, and watch it over and over again, like once a quarter, once a month, because it teaches you and it shows you illustrations of exactly how we are all doing affirmations and we're all manifesting things in our life, whether we are conscious about it or not. So for instance, I'll give you an example of an affirmation that's not so great, and it's one that I see. I don't know if this is a black folk thing or not, so forgive me if it's not, but one that I've seen growing up, especially spending a lot of time in the South and Midwest around brown people, is when you go to church or when you go to school or go to work with them, how are you doing? And the first thing they say is, child, I'm tired. I'm tired. Or start the whole complain train thing, like, well, it's like a competition to see who's doing worse. My knee is this and my this and that. My son went to jail. Well, all those are actually those are affirmations. I'm tired. That is, you are affirming to yourself. You're affirming to your body. You're affirming to the world that you are tired. And so by putting it out there and speaking it, you're actually asking for more of it. And then you wonder why you're always so tired. You don't have energy and this motivation to really enjoy anything in life anymore, because you're tired, because you keep saying it. Everything that happens up here, you have to capture each and every single thought. You got to capture it. You have the power to change it. It's very difficult, and I know it is, because again, my situation is one where a lot of people in my situation would stay angry and remain angry, would stay broke, would succumb to it and be like, man, there's no way I can get out of this. I'm a single mother. I've been divorced twice. I have 4 children, aging 3 to 13, and I'm doing all of this shit myself. So I get it. Like, it could be like mad frustrating. And, I didn't come from money. My parents and my family can't really help me because they all got their own, stuff. Nobody around me is independently wealthy. Nobody around me is even comfortable. So I can't rely on anybody to help me. I've had to do, the food stamps, the Section 8, rental subsidy, all that kind of stuff. And even to this day, sometimes when stuff gets tough, I know where to go I know where to go to the food pantry or whatever, because it's difficult life. So I get it. So for me, I had to decide, am I going to succumb to what this is and go do like the regular thing, which the regular thing you still die broke. You still die broke, so the 40-hour week thing didn't work for me. I wanted something bigger than that. I didn't want to just get by paycheck to paycheck and then, which I did that. So the next time my car breaks down or the next time something bad happens, I'm still fucked. So I'm saying that just to say that I understand the frustration of a difficult life. I get it. And I feel like when your life is that difficult or worse, because I understand in America, at the end of the day, I'm still blessed. I got a vehicle. I can go do what I want to do to make money and all that. So I'm not, I'm grateful for, whatever it is in my life right now. I'm grateful and I'm attracting more. But again, I just want to say, I get the difficulty and I get how hard it can be to change your mind, but you still have the power to do so. Bringing me back to that point, you still have the power to do so. You have to work even harder sometimes to capture those thoughts, whatever it is. Like, oh my God, I can't get this done. I can't go work out. There's no way I can't get to the gym tonight because, the kids and this and that, and I don't have a babysitter. Okay, well, I can't get to the gym. Well, I got Netflix or whatever, so I'm about to turn on a workout movie. Tell them to take their ass upstairs and go to bed, and this living room is gonna be my gym. Whatever it is, like, you gotta be a problem solver. You have to capture that thought. You have to, every single time your brain and your mind and the experiences tell you, I can't do it, it's too hard, whatever, you have to stop right then and there, and you have to change that narrative in your mind, and then you have to speak it, because everything you say comes to life. Every single thing, without fail, it's always going to come back around. So that's what your affirmations are. It's up here, it's out of your mouth, and then it's also, the third thing is writing it down. For you people who, believe in the scriptures, you understand that there are sacred scriptures in the Bible, and I'm sure other places as well, that say that, you know, you have to write the vision, you got to make it plain, you know, so that the people who see it will run with it. It's true. Even if you're not a religious person, you went to school, you know, back in the day going to school, it wasn't electronic. Like, we had to write everything down with pencil and paper, and our teachers are adamant about us writing notes. And I'd use computers and all that too, so I'm not saying it's bad, but the act of writing it does something. It imprints it into your mind. It makes it more real. It really does. And I'm not a psychologist, so you can Google all that stuff yourself about, you know, the effects of it. But it's true. When you write it down, you make it real. You make it real in your life. You're more likely to run with it, and make it happen. And everybody else too. When you have that written plan, then you've got a blueprint, not just for yourself, but for your team, because it takes a team to make this happen. So it's going to make things a lot more kind of structured. And you know, okay, I don't know what that is about hockey. If you guys, you know, if you leave me comments that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, I'm probably not going to acknowledge it. But I saw a couple of questions. Now is just not the time for that. If you want to know more about me, go to my website, NicoleLawson.com. You can find me anywhere on social media under Nicolegram, or just type in Nicole Lawson. I'm going to pop up. So that's, you know, I don't have the time right now to answer those questions. But thank you. Thanks for the feedback. But this right now is about affirmations. So again, affirmations is your big ask. You're putting that ask out into the universe. You're doing it either way. So why not from now on be more conscious about it, and more intentional about it, and train your brain, train your words that come out of your mouth. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to do. I wish somebody had preached it to me some years ago. It would have definitely changed my life back then, but it's definitely changing my life now. So that's it. If you have any questions or whatever, reach out to me, inbox me across one of my social media pages, or go to the website, NicoleLawson.com, send me an email there. I would love to keep the conversation going. If this is going to be on my YouTube page with some more explanation about it, once I get a chance to, you know, copy it and cut it up. And I'm going to put some actual examples in as to some things that I've recently manifested because of being intentional with my affirmations. You guys, I write affirmations about myself as a mother, as a woman, as a wife, because I do want to be a wife again one day, as a singer, as an actor, for my finances, for my home, for my next home, for my business, everything. It's that serious. All right, guys, I need to find where base camp is. I'm like a mile away. So I'm going to get off of this for now. Have an amazing Thursday, and thanks for tuning in. Again, my name is Nicole Lawson. I am a multimedia artist and mompreneur. You can find out more about me on the website. Oh, and I help other single mothers to create an income for themselves, to create their own home-based business, to basically get out of the rat race. Get out of the rat race. If you don't want to do the paycheck to paycheck thing, let's talk. I do know some options that are legit, that can help you to create another income to either replace that or just, you know, supplement what you're doing. And that's it. Thank you very much. I appreciate the positive confirmation. Bye, guys. Okay, so I've only have maybe like 10 minutes to pop back in and just continue with what we were discussing earlier with affirmations. This is probably going to be a 3-part video, and yeah, so I wanted to give some examples. Let me see if I can get my computer out and read a couple of things. Okay, so an example, I'll give you a couple of examples of affirmations that I wrote. So, I cut all mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical and chemical connections with poverty consciousness. So that's one of mine. I cut all mental, spiritual, emotional, physical, and chemical connections with poverty consciousness. Let me pull up another one here. I honor all of my financial commitments easily, early, and enthusiastically. I honor all of my financial commitments easy, early, and enthusiastically. Completely changes your mindset when it comes to paying bills, huh? And if you're saying that you do that, that means you're also calling to you the means in which to do so. Another one, I live bountifully, abundantly, and luxuriously. So those are a couple of examples, and we're about to go work again, so I will come back and do one more to try to wrap it all up. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to stay connected, then click the link below to join my Facebook tribe. Until the next video, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.